Hello, I'm Brianna. Welcome to My Life on Paper, where paper and pictures tell my story. Welcome to Christmas in November, where a group of us make a Christmas page on the 25th of the month. I am using a Scrap a Sketch. Here it is. And I have two photos of my parents from last year. I believe it was the day after Christmas. We went to visit them and brought them a present. Went out for lunch. So I have an iris bin of just Christmas paper, and they're from the last 24 years. And so what I'm doing here is I've got my kind of grid paper in the background, and I'm trying to find two shades, one red, one green, that kind of go with the background. So, and I'm loving that they've got different types of patterns on them. So I'm going to trim this down a little bit. Here's where I notice like, oh, this doesn't go exactly all the way across the 12 by 12 page. And old me, I think, would have kind of freaked out about that. New scrapbooking Brianna doesn't care as much. So, I can either trim down the 12 by 12 or I can just leave a little bit of white on the left, a little bit of white on the right, and on this page for sure it does not matter. So I've trimmed down these scraps so that they are smaller, or maybe I haven't yet done that yet. I will, so that they're smaller than the 12 by 12. So I think one is 11 and then one's maybe 10. Um, And then I don't mat the photos like it says in the sketch, and I know you know that a sketch is just a jumping off point, but sometimes that's something I'll do and sometimes not. This page comes together so quickly. I love Lisa Sikorsky. She has Scrap a Sketch as a Facebook group, um, which I can have linked below. And she just does such a great job. She's got over 100 sketches on her site, and they're just, I mean, everyone is so simple, but yet so different. So, and it's easy to use with any theme. So you can see this video took me less than 6 minutes. The biggest part of the process for me are like going through the scraps or getting up to find the green paper, things like that. I'm working a little bit on reorganization of my scrapbook room. So this punch, I don't know if I've ever used this punch on a page, but I've got a lot of secondhand punches. And how fun are the holly leaves? And it worked perfectly on here. So I went with a really dark green that's going to overlay on that green below. And I'm just really happy with it. And now that the holly leaves are all punched out, which you saw how easy it was to punch those, um, the punches make it so easy. I'm going to trim that down and I'll lay it out to make sure it's the right length. And then I believe I get them all adhered down. Make sure that you look below and check out that everyone is playing along. There will be a list of people that have made videos for Christmas in November. And boy, are we getting close to Christmas, right? I do have a handful of Christmas, well, maybe more than a handful of Christmas. Actually, yeah, more than a handful of Christmas pages to do. I will be playing along with Winter and Wood Grain in the month of December, so that'll be fun. It's not just Christmas, any type of winter, and I look forward to getting some of those photos done from last year. Now I'm going to use my ATG adhesive to get my photos down. I do reference the sketch to look at placement. And I can always, kind of not stay the same or go off in a different direction, but that's kind of where I like to have my starting places. Where did the author of this sketch start? These stickers might have been from like a Hobby Lobby Christmas little set. And I know they've just been in my stash forever, so I want to get some of these on the page. And then I will pull out some Paper Studio stickers. These are fun. I love these. I love circles. I love round. So I'm going to use one on the top, one on the bottom. And then I also have from Paper Studio these, I don't know if you would call them glossy or foily or what you would call them, but they're light bulbs and they match those ornaments. So I'm going to use them next to my stickers with the words on them. And I think that's perfect. The sticker on the top of the page says Christmas cheer. To the left says gift giving. And this little one that I put on the photo says celebrate. I'm going to cover up that photo. And I looked for a dark green a spray, and I do not have one. So I just went with the red, and I went very light so it doesn't look like a murder scene. And I think I accomplished that. Let me know what you think. Maybe you stay away from red spray, and that's going to be it for me. So I want to thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and please come back and see me again soon.